Imagine being isolated in a foreign land where no one understands your language. You see people talking, laughing, socializing, and you cannot join in. You cannot understand what is being said. You feel completely alone. DeafOptions is a nonprofit human services agency serving deaf and hard of hearing persons as well as their families. Since 1986, we have been at the forefront in bridging communication barriers and offering mental health and prevention services that change lives in the deaf community. Our primary focus is to offer services that enlighten, encourage, and empower deaf and hard of hearing persons and their families.
That we're here to serve the silent minority, the overlooked population. Most people forget or they don't think about deaf people until you see someone signing. You don't really think about deaf people and you don't know that they have their own culture, their own community, and their own language.
Services are provided using the native language of the deaf community, American Sign Language, ASL.
I think a lot of things have improved in the community just because there is an agency like DeafOptions, where they do a lot of preventative measures. And I think they've opened themselves up to the community to do more things to help not only with mental health, but in education and sign language interpreting and a variety of other services.
A few of our primary services include case management, providing resources and expertise in every facet of a deaf individual's life and family, helping participants access resources essential to maximize their independence.
Because really there is so much need for the deaf people to have access to different services. We provide an array of services that is communication accessible for deaf people. There is not much out there, so I feel it is so important to empower them and teach them what they can do for themselves.
I think the literacy program is wonderful. They need that one-on-one. They need the communication. So just that view of the communication coming in, talking with kids and having adults that can understand what they're saying is just so important, even to their self-esteem.
DeafOptions has opened the summer camp for literacy, not just for kids, but we also have an adult component. They particularly want to learn how to use the computer, which will really improve their chances of getting a better job.
Outpatient services include life skills and independent living programs, family therapy and intervention programs, counseling, psychological testing and evaluation, supported employment.
A lot of time parents don't know how to be parents to deaf children, and they need a lot of help. Academically, deaf youngsters and parents of deaf students need to be able to go somewhere to get some assistance.
We have a Ticket to Work program here where we help people to find and to place deaf people on various work. If you hired a deaf person from us, you would find you have a loyal, long-term employee.
One of our proudest achievements in our 20-year history was to develop the first Fairweather Lodge specifically for deaf persons.
To live here is a wonderful opportunity for the members. It's a warm family, everybody likes each other, they work together, and this program is to teach them how to be independent, how to go out in the world and make sure they can go to the bank, they can go food shopping, dress nicely, interview the hearing world about finding a job.
Our Pioneer Lodge and its members own and operate their own business, Sign Language Enterprises, and are responsible for maintaining the integrity and function of the organization.
One deaf guy, he was languishing in a residential program until he came here, and now he has just blossomed. He leads the team in the Fairweather Lodge program, and they make their own jewelry, they sell it, they market it. He designs the jewelry himself with the training that we provided.
We have also established the Sign Language Interpreter Service, providing interpreters for staff or public meetings, medical situations, workshops, conferences, in-service training, court and legal situations.
If the Detroit community, the business community, would partner with us, we can do a lot of things for some of their potential employees and for the future of the deaf community itself.
We need your help. DeafOptions has the enormous task of helping tens of thousands of deaf and hard of hearing people just within the metro area.
The kids need your help. If you have any signing skills, doesn't matter levels, please come and help, volunteer, work with our kids. They need you and they would love to have you in their lives.
It really takes as much time as you have. Come one time a month, 9 to 2, come 9 to 12. Come every Saturday. Whatever you can offer, we appreciate.
Corporate partnerships and mentoring programs are vital in serving deaf persons and their families, allowing them to reach their full potential.
It would be wonderful for corporate America to get involved with a place like DeafOptions, to be partners with them, because if we do not do all the input at this stage, in the early stages, we will be supporting ourselves, deaf adults, who may not have skills or may not have the ability to read.
How can your company or service organization get involved? Contact Mrs. Rochelle Tucker, President and CEO of DeafOptions, 313-961-8120, or visit our website, deafoptions.org. Email to deafoptions@msn.com.
For 20 years, really 27 years, I started signing, and it seems I've benefited the most. What we do now, I look at our hands and say, who would use me to do this? But as it happens, we have been blessed.
DeafOptions, encouraging, enlightening, empowering.